You have seen the signs around you. The gradual creeping, decay, and dysfunction. You have realized that something is wrong with the media and the people around you. You know that you are different. This is why you are ready to become a receiver. You have been issued a series of audio cassette tapes that are part of our system for advancing insight. By continually listening to these tapes, you will drown out and eventually counteract the negative influences from your environment. Once you have absorbed these tapes, you will have taken the first step towards awakening your true self. The media is a threat. We have a technique to help. We use tapes as part of this technique. You must listen to them to advance. Control your breathing as you approach the door, slowly slicing the pie as you go. You are in the fatal funnel now as you move in a semicircle past the door, but don't rush. See everything. Focus beyond that front sight. Let your body aim for you. Breathe. Corners clear. It's time to choose a direction and commit. Left or right? Which way lies victory? Which way death? Only one way to find out. Breathe. Don't dawdle in the doorway. You're a silhouette and that's where the guns are aimed. And sweep the room to encompass the whole space. It's a difficult thing, but practice makes perfect. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. Together, we have laid the foundation. You have shown great potential, but the potential is yet to be realized. We have sent the message. Can you hear it? There is an insidious force moving through your media, weakening the mind and causing widespread dysfunction. We call this the threat. We have developed a technique called mind tech to combat this threat. A new set of tapes has been issued to train and to prepare you. Each receiver will train with a core mind tech. This functions as a checklist and readies the mind for action. It allows you to break from a reactive cycle caused by outside influence and allows you to regain control. Like all mind tech, your core is a sequence of thoughts. Where are you? What is your name? What is today's date? What is your firearm? Then, take a deep breath and listen. The unconscious mind is critical in the development of mind tech. What seems like downtime is the slow and meticulous refinement of your true self. When less attention is spent on fleeting banalities, the mind grows stronger in reality A. The threat understands this and has created systems to inundate you with a sea of interruptions, each one claiming to be critical, and each one focusing on your desires and fears. Each distraction on its own seems like a drop of rain, but like a relentless downpour, this unending torrent is able to erode even a mountain. Limit your overall exposure to distractions. Uninterrupted time focused on a task is time spent honing your mind tech. In this way, training the body is training the mind. The threat exists beyond this world. In this reality, they are weak. Their actions are limited. With great effort, they have infiltrated dreams, implanting ideas, but it is humans who have nurtured these ideas, causing them to grow and spread. For these people who were already compromised and who have nurtured these damaging thoughts, there is no hope. As much as we would like to reach out to them, to help them, we must first focus inward on ourselves. For us, there is still some hope. We must focus all our energy on catching this small chance. When exposed to contaminated thoughts, remember not to be reactive. Instead, take the moment to act inward. Activate your mind tech. You are finally prepared to hear this message. You see reality painted in shades of black, but beyond your world is another, bathed in radiant light. We have reached out to you with a warning. If you are able to hear our message, you are one of the few that we can help. We call you receivers. The receiver who is speaking these words was chosen because he is able to hear us with exceptional clarity. With time, you too could learn this mind tech, but time is not something we have. There is a threat to everyone on your planet, and they have been weakening your mind through your media, lowering your natural defenses. The coming attack is unavoidable. All we can do is prepare. If you are listening to this tape, it means you have survived the mind kill. Previous attempts to listen to this tape would have found it blank, but now it contains immediate instructions of your difficult path forward. This is the time that we have prepared for. Take a moment now to find your firearm. Some of you will be familiar with firearms from our training camp, but more recent receivers will have focused on mind tech in order to survive the mind kill event. In either case, please take a moment to confirm that the firearm you have been issued is in working order and has one full magazine. You have also been issued one tape deck with headphones and 2 AA batteries. Once you have checked your equipment, leave the safe cell, keep moving, and be careful. The threat will have dreamed kill drones near your location. This building, this place, it doesn't make much sense. Like, while I know this isn't the same room as before, it still feels familiar. It's more like a fictional place than the real world. It's... someone made copies and lost the original intent of images long ago. You are on the edge of something much greater. Under ideal circumstances, it is now possible that you could survive the mind kill. When the mind kill happens, conditions will not be ideal. Similar to the training with firearms, your mental defenses need to become second nature, moving smoothly and acting with purpose towards your goals rather than stumbling, reactive, and predictable. Once you have mastered these techniques, it will allow you to achieve the next stage of awareness. The heavy eyelid of your mind's eye flickers. Soon you will awaken. Humans are unique in their ability to exist so deeply in both reality A and B. If the mind kill is successful, humans will be scattered or absorbed into the greater whole, their potential forever unknown. In the glowing light of reality A, humans, like all beings, are part of something infinite. In this way, they also contain fractal multitudes. To be the self and also part of the self seems like a contradiction. Like a particle being a wave or a superposition of states, this contradiction is true. Over millennia, your unique structure grew and formed. Your existence in reality A is vast. It is complex. If it is dissolved, nothing like it may ever form again. This is the first insight. In order to fully awaken, you must accept it. Until now, you thought you were playing a game, that you could turn it off. Well, this idea has been implanted by the threat. In fact, the threat has expanded to the reality outside of the game. We call this Reality C. The threat has been influencing what you see and hear until you can't tell what is fictional and what is real. This is the first of 3 insights. After you accept the third insight, you will hear a tone and you will awaken. If you have accepted that the threat is real, there is hope that you can hear Insight 2 and awaken to your true nature. Reality A transcends and overlaps realities B and C. This is how the threat has spread to all aspects of reality. Accepting that the threat is real in the world outside the game may seem difficult because, in inversion of values, the threat has led you to believe that reality C is more real than reality A. This is how it subverts your defenses and attacks you where you are vulnerable. To awaken, you have to accept that reality A expands beyond your life outside of the game. Open your mind's eye and you can see it. This luminous reality is where you have constructed the mind tech you need to defend yourself and combat the threat. Only the final insight remains. Once you accept it, you will hear a tone and you will awaken.